Welcome back to my channel, everyone. First things first, love y'all. So grateful for you. We're going to react to two clips, two Cobra Strikes, something different about them. And after we break it down, I'm going to talk about the closest I've ever come to being bit. It involves one of the snakes in these clips. So after, I'll bring a snake out and talk about that. Few of you have asked about, story of the closest or any close calls. I've talked about it before, but since I don't think many of you have seen that video, I'll just talk about it again. Y'all ready? Love y'all so much. Subscribe if you're new. Let's get to this. So the first clip involves B-Pack, the black Pakistan cobra. Been on my page, you know that he's my favorite. Love him so much. He's defensive, that's just always how he's been. Different personalities. All animals have different personalities. This one's brother or sister might be completely laid back, but he's just defensive. We're going to watch this clip real quick and then break it down. The first thing we're going to talk about. He's in the bucket, that I put the snakes in when I'm cleaning their enclosure. Looking down on a snake, it's what predators do. So even my calm snakes, a lot of times when I open the container, they're going to be defensive because I'm looking down. Not all the time, but sometimes it can happen. And you saw that he struck. But let's actually slow it down and look real quick. You see what he did? He had his mouth closed. Now, a lot of times, even though he's defensive, I've told you before, many cobras will keep their mouth closed and headbutt you. So he is typically a mouth closed striker. Kind guy deep down. He just wants to be left alone, but he'll still give you every opportunity to leave him alone by hooding up, by hissing, by striking with mouth closed. Snakes are so awesome. But that doesn't mean every time he does that. There's been times where he's struck with mouth open. How beautiful is he? Let's go to the next clip, all right? Now this next clip involves a snouted cobra. Again, in the bucket, defensive reaction. This one's a little different though. You see right here, before I even click play, mouth's open. What happens next? This is a snake that I had the closest call with. So after we look at this video and talk about the clip real quick, I'll bring a snake out and talk about that incident. Just remember this though. The snake is in the container, in the bucket, feels cornered, has to defend itself. So what I'm getting at is if this snake was out on the ground, even if it's hooded up and striking with mouth open, all I'd have to do is just leave it alone. That's how simple snakes are. But yeah, this one, different than the B-Pack, mouth open. And let's see if you can see. Alright, it's hard to see. I'll have to find some other footage. I was trying to show you how tiny elapids like cobras, mambas, coral snakes, how tiny their fangs are, especially compared to vipers that have the ones that swing out. You can't even really see it. The little gum is covering it, but so tiny. But let's bring the snake out and talk about that incident. Look at that shot. Now, before I even start, remember, I'm a professional. Don't attempt anything you see. Just watch, just enjoy, okay? Now, what I have here is a snouted cobra as well, but this one's banded. That other one is more bland, uniform pattern. Now, I did a whole video going over the snouted cobra, going over information, all types of stuff. If you'd like to see that, I'll link it in the description. But we're going to talk about that incident. So with that cobra, now I actually went through some old photos and found some pictures of that snake as a baby. I'll show you the rest after the video's done, but look at how adorable this is. Still so defensive back then. I knew it was defensive, and my friends were visiting, and they had never seen a cobra hooded up. Now this other snouted cobra I keep at a friend's place, so it's not at my house anymore. And I got it out and was showing them the snake hooded up. It hoods up when I get out of the enclosure and out of the bucket like you saw. But regardless, I was sitting like this, talking about it. The snake, I can't remember the beginning. I'd have to watch the footage. It is on camera, on security camera. But like I said, it was at my friend's place. It's not my place to share that clip. But when I do get permission or when the time's right, I will share that. But regardless, I can't remember if the snake was hooded up at this point or what it was doing. And at this stage in my life, I was more concerned with other people's feelings, experience. That's not the right word, but I wanted them to see the snake hooded up. I was paying attention to the snake, but I wasn't like reacting how I would typically if no one was watching. So my reaction time was slower. So if I was alone, for instance, I would have noticed that it was about to react. But I don't know if I was unaware because of what I did. Regardless, sitting there like this, the snake turns its head this way. It's hooded up at that point and strikes with mouth open. When the snakes are coming up or doing stuff like that, you can twist and make them fall back down. But it struck, and I twisted at the last second and it bit its body right between where my fingers were. That's how close it was. But yeah, that's the closest I've ever come to being bit. That slight twist, milliseconds before, is what... I can't even speak right now. That's what saved me. I don't know. But regardless, yeah, that was a experience for me to realize, you know what, I gotta be more focused on what's going on instead of what other people are experiencing. I hope that makes sense. I don't know, I can't speak right now. Regardless, I hope you enjoyed this story, and one day you'll see the footage too. It's nothing amazing. It's security camera footage. It's not clear quality. It's very blurry. But again, look how beautiful this snake is. Awesome. Hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry I was mumbling and stumbling over words as usual, but that's just how it goes. That's what you get here. Mark's Reptiles. Subscribe if you're new. I'll be back soon. I have to clean out some enclosures, so there'll be a cleaning day video later today. Love y'all. Maybe we'll get some more close calls done. Big shout out to my channel members: Jessica, Todd, Ralph, Damien, Tom, Ryan, Harper, Robyn, Austin, Deb, Mr. Kipling. Thank you all so much. Now here's 2 previous attempts trying to film this. Here you go.